Lots of ice, and also, Nikki-Dee, we've got this freeze fog that's causing a lot of problems. I know driving in, both you and I hit it, and it instantly formed a sheet of ice on our windshield, making it very difficult to see.
Yeah, those little water particles, I mean, it's almost like they're a magnet to your windshield, as well as the bridges and overpasses. So locations yesterday that were good to go, they're slick again this morning. And as you mentioned, we're having people seeing difficulty even just walking out on their neighborhood, getting a lot of reports in. Please be vigilant. I don't mean to be rude, but roadways are just going to get worse. So we got to be safe now. We don't want this just to continue to snowball for us. No pun intended. We are dealing with those slick conditions this morning, as we mentioned, just because of the freeze fog. Then we head into the evening. We're going to have some freezing rain. Roadways will begin to degrade. That continues overnight and into our Monday morning. Late Monday morning, we're going to have a lull. And then it's back again going into Monday afternoon and evening hours, mainly in the form of snow. So let's walk through exactly what's happening right now and how things are going to pivot. Right now we're coming in 23 degrees out in Columbia. You can tell the flags, they are flying because we are dealing with quite a bit of chill factor. Visibility is a large concern, but what's even more of an issue is the fact that this fog, what is it? It's water particles, little bits of moisture, and that's causing the freeze fog to take shape. Very slick. Ice out on the black tops of the roads, very difficult to see it. Basically, it's camouflage, so it's hard to tell when you're actually going to be going over a bit of ice. Treat everything that looks wet as if it is ice because we are just so incredibly cold. We're not picking up any rain on the radar as of right now. This is just some moisture that is associated with the fog that is causing freezing and slick conditions. Temperatures right now are in the teens and 20s. With that wind, it feels as if we're around 3 degrees in Hopkinsville, 16 in Camden. Auburn feels as if you're around 12. Down into Summertown feels closer to 22 for you, as well as going over into Cookeville, 12 is what it feels like right here in Nashville. Because of the low wind chill factors, we do have a wind chill advisory. Areas just off to our western extent that will be with us throughout the morning. Starting at 6 o'clock tonight, going into 6 a.m. Tuesday. So that covers all your Monday going into early Tuesday morning. We will have a winter storm warning in place. All of Middle Tennessee, Kentucky, down to the Tennessee Valley, off into West Tennessee. This has not been issued for our area from our Nashville Weather Service in 3 years because we have had some decent, it's been cold, we've had some snow issues, but this is going to be the largest event we have seen in quite some time. So kind of refocus, regroup on how you need to prepare. Today, we are going to start to see some of that freezing rain taking shape. Temperatures, yes, they are below freezing, but the atmosphere is like a hotel, all those different layers. Some of the layers in the upper elevated surfaces are a little warmer, so that's causing that snow to melt, and then it refreezes by the time it takes its way to the surface. So that's why it's a little bit different as far as what we'll be seeing versus the temperature, because you automatically think, oh, it's supposed to be snow. A little different, but it will eventually be snow. We're going to cool off the column of atmosphere, and that's going to bring some strict snowfall as we go into tomorrow late morning. That's going to start off to our west, moving eastward. Something to note is the fact that we started off with freezing rain, that wintry mix. So we've got a layer down, and then we're going to have the snow on top of it. That's going to allow for very slick conditions in the days to follow. The highest accumulation rates do look to be just west of I-65. And then, of course, we all get to encounter that cold weather in place. So as far as the ice, it doesn't take a lot of ice to cause an issue. Half an inch of ice is anticipated around in the city. We could see a little more of that as well. 1 inch of ice causes 500 pounds of extra weight to be on top of some of our power lines. So that just kind of puts things in perspective. It is really heavy. Then we're going to have the snow on top of it. 5 to 6 inches to our west, closer in the central areas of Middle Tennessee, 3 to 4. 1 to 3 as we skirt our way just off to the east in the plateau, 1 to 2 inches. Of course, some of these snow bands are going to set up shop, and we will have a higher number taking in. So here's the look of the next 7 days. Today, tomorrow, Tuesday, we've got a Storm 5 weather alert. We will be below freezing for days. Make sure you check on your pipes. Maybe have the water dripping. Don't forget about your pets. Oh, they've been out in this condition for we haven't seen this in over 3 years. And then you've got to account for the fact that we're staying so incredibly cold. Wednesday, Thursday, we've got another system that's going to move in. Right now, temperatures are keeping it more of the wintry mix type, but we'll continue to fine tune that. Then we will see some sunshine Friday and Saturday. Jennifer, this is a forecast to continue to watch as we're already dealing with road conditions that are dicey now and will just continue to erode.